Hello and welcome to part, was this 34? Of the InFamous 2 beta footage, yes. See, I can say infamous twice and it still works. That's how awesome I am. Anyway. I remember I was frustrated over how to get the spawns located differently. I really just, you know what? The thing is, InFamous 2, the beta right now, is starting to get a little boring for me, alright? And that's why I'm not constantly creating footage every single minute like that I have, like I did before, where I had part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, part 6, part 7, part 8, part 9, part 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then, all the way up. I mean, it was just like non-stop, and you guys, have been great so far. I love the responses. A lot of people seem to really enjoy this, since I'm really like the only one putting out beta footage at the time that PSN is still down. A lot of people got their codes and can't access it, which is kind of a shame. So, I mean, I'm sitting here and I gained I gained almost 100 of you guys since I uploaded this, which is outstanding. I mean, so many people have subscribed because of this beta footage, and I of course want to give you guys what makes me popular. Of course want to give this to you. Alright, what is that? It's weird. It says, Numereus needs you to help keep her pure. Anyway. It's just that, like, right now, I mean, don't get me wrong, okay? Creating missions and stuff like that, it's pretty fun, alright? And especially in this game where you can have all these different side options and just basically have a million things. So, I mean, look at me. I'm creating a whole story out of this mission creator, alright? And I did it in a matter of weeks, just about a month. And then, I was an asshole and I deleted it, so... Anyway... I mean, the thing is, InFamous 2 for me, it's getting boring, alright? I'm not saying that I'm just done with this footage and I'm not going to do any more until PlayStation Network's back up. I'm just saying that I'm not going to be so crazy about it. I'm not going to be as, excited to get it up ASAP as I was before, because it's just getting boring, that's it. I mean, you guys are probably having a lot of fun watching this because A, you don't have the beta, B, you like my commentary and stuff, and C, you want to see my missions to the end. I mean, a lot of you people seem to really like my missions where I'm taking this, and you like to see what I'm doing. I mean, that's just great. I like that. Okay, I like all the responses, and it's definitely helping me keeping it up. All right, but I'm just saying that for me, I mean, I'm usually in one of those moods like all the time where I can record anything. Like, I'll be like, I don't want to record anything, and I'll just put up a camera, and all of a sudden I'll turn it into okay, this is me having fun. But yeah, with this, I mean, right now, do I feel like recording? Honestly, I feel like yes, and I kind of feel in between. I don't want to do it, I do want to do it. And I want to get content out for you guys, alright? And I have like a lot of free time tonight, so I mean, I just thought I'd do this, alright? So, what can you expect? Well, I'm not done with InFamous 2 beta at all. I mean, as you all know, Sucker Punch is extending the beta, and they didn't give an extension date, but whenever PlayStation Network goes back up is when I'm going to be able to, basically do the missions that other people created, and then we're gonna start having a lot of fun again, because then I can actually try out all the missions that people have created and have them uploaded before the PlayStation Network went down, and then we can actually experience, and try out other people's missions as well as get mine uploaded too. And once you guys input your beta code and download it, which I'm hoping it'll let you do, because when PlayStation Network goes back up, everything's gonna be up except the PlayStation Store. Which means that if you still can't enter your code by the time PlayStation Network is up, I mean, basically, that's going to be kind of, tough. It's going to be like, basically like, wow, okay, now you won't be able to play the beta, because, what is the date? The date is May 7th, 2011. A month from today, an exact month from today, is when the full game will be released. And PlayStation Network has not got it, has not, you know, been up. Sucker Punch has not released a final end date for the beta. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest with you. It doesn't look like the beta is even gonna be possible anymore, which kind of sucks because Sucker Punch, I mean, they're the ones who are getting screwed here, right? They're the ones who had a beta event. Someone screwed with PlayStation, and now they can't access their content, alright? Which really sucks for them. So, I feel very sorry for Sucker Punch. They had a nice beta event, a popular one, and one that's a lot of fun. One that I think is definitely one of the best betas that I've tried. And I honestly, going into this game, going into the beta, I never thought it was going to be fun. I honestly thought it was going to be boring, and I just wanted to do other people's missions. That was my initial thing. I didn't want to create my own missions. I wasn't going to get all, techie about the whole thing. And now look at myself. I'm creating a whole story campaign out of the freaking mission editor, and I think that's awesome. Alright, and it just grew on me all of a sudden because, I mean, Little Big Planet, I'm sorry, I'm not a big Little Big Planet person at all. I don't like the game. I think it's boring. That's just me. I bought the first Little Big Planet. I hated it. I played it 2 times. $60 went in the trash right there. With Little Big Planet 2, I wanted to rent it from Gamefly, but I decided to hold off on that because if I was going to rent it, I would have missed, I would have to wait on Dead Space 2. So, and I didn't want to do that. But anyway, I never was into like creating my own missions and stuff. Well, I mean, this is just awesome. I mean, I love, this is much more geared towards the hardcore people that can do. You can make fun of little side games like, they're showing Space Invaders, or you can do what I'm doing and make a whole campaign out of the freaking thing. And it's outstanding. So, I mean, I just feel really bad for Sucker Punch once again because they had this awesome beta event, and guess what? No one can participate in it. Only the people who downloaded it on the first day or the day after are able to do it. I mean, and I'm lucky that I downloaded this thing the day before PSN went down, the day before. So I'm pretty lucky, and at the same time I'm honored to be able to participate in something like this that honestly probably since PlayStation Network is still down, it honestly is probably never going to happen. I mean, InFamous 2 is my most anticipated PS3 game of the second quarter of 2011, so I'm really looking forward to this. Again, for those of you who are asking, is you getting a game? Are you getting the game? Yeah, I'm getting the game, alright? I played the first InFamous. To be honest, I didn't think the first InFamous was going to be good. I got it as a birthday gift, and then I was like, oh, okay, well, it's just going to be a stupid, comic book style hero game. But hey, it comes with the Uncharted 2 beta, so that's reason alone to buy it, right? Well, I put this game in my PS3 and I was just amazed. I mean, it had an awesome story. I loved the cutscenes, great graphics, lots of variety in the powers, and a long campaign mixed in with some pretty awesome gameplay and great things, the karma choices. I made one great game. So I love the first InFamous, and I'm definitely gonna dig the second one when it comes out because, I mean, judging by it is right now, it seems to be a lot more open world. There's going to be a lot more, powers you can choose from. As you can see, look at this thing. A string of 5 bolts of electricity. I mean, that's just awesome. And the first one, it wasn't like that. I mean, and then you're getting like more choices. Characters are returning like Zeke. And, Cole's just better than ever, basically. So, I mean, InFamous 2 is going to be awesome. I will be getting the game. I will be getting the Hero edition of the game. However, the unboxing and the playthrough for that game are going to be coming a week later because, like I said before, June 14th is my birthday. All right, and June 14th is also the day that I can't even speak right now. It's also the day that we have a bunch of brand new releases, and I mean a bunch. I mean, there's Duke Nukem Forever, the big hit. There's Wipeout HD, or Wipeout the game or something like that for the Kinect. And then we have Child of Eden, which looks pretty good for Kinect and PlayStation Move. And then I believe the new Transformers game is also coming out that week. I mean, there's like a lot of games coming out on that date. And I already told you the ones that I'm definitely purchasing are going to be InFamous 2, LA Noire, and Red Faction Armageddon. Alright, those are the 3 games that I'm purchasing for the second quarter of 2011. Alright, and then I'll talk with you guys some more. There's going to be an update video tomorrow, so, I mean, I just want to, like, you know, again, I just want to say, you know, Sucker Punch, I'm very sorry for what happened to you guys. I mean, PlayStation Network, it sucks that it have to go down, and it went down on PlayStation's most important week. SOCOM 4 got released that same week, Portal 2 got released that same week, Mortal Kombat got released that same week, and I mean, all those games, many people bought them on PS3 because SOCOM 4 is an exclusive. Portal 2, many people bought on PS3 because the game's cross multi-player gameplay with the PC version, and you get a free version of the PC game when you know, you purchase it. So of course you're just gonna buy the PS3 version if you have a choice. And then Mortal Kombat, a lot of people bought that game on PS3 because Kratos was the exclusive character on there. And then some idiot or some asshole, I don't know if it was Anonymous, or Anonymous says it wasn't them. To be honest, I believe them because I think some guys, it was definitely some, I don't think it was like an inside job. It could have been, alright, it could have been. But I definitely think that it just was it was PlayStation's one of PlayStation's most important weeks, where they had tons of exclusive content and an exclusive title come out, and here we are, you know, with PlayStation Network basically being crashed and hacked, and then Sony having to rewrite their whole security code, which is just insane in my opinion. So I think it's I honestly think it possibly could have been an inside job. It could have been some guy or some organizations who had just, you know, tons of experience in hacking, and he just got right in there and he knew what he was doing, because I mean, this whole thing was done very professionally. They obviously knew who they're fucking with. They knew what to look for and what to, you know, delete and stuff like that, and they obviously knew what the security perimeters are and exactly what to do. So this is just at the same time, it's a tragic thing, and then at the same time, this is history in gaming. I mean, no, I can't recall one point where one game where one person, okay, or one organization brought down a whole gaming network, a gaming social network, such as PlayStation Network, who has over 75 million users, and basically took PlayStation Network, crushed it, and basically got it shut down for over 2 weeks. That at the same time, it sucks, but you have to admit, that's pretty impressive, alright? That is pretty impressive. I mean, making Sony basically rewrite their whole security perimeter, that's very impressive. And, I mean, they haven't found the guy, and they have FBI and stuff looking into the investigation, but, I mean, it's just very impressive what that guy did. I mean, I'm sorry. I want PSN to be back up. I really do. I want to be able to do missions. I want to be able to jump in back in Crysis 2 multiplayer. I've been missing that game. I want to jump back into Killzone 3 and finish it, but I can't do that because some guy hacked it, alright? So it sucks for us, but at the same time, that's pretty impressive, alright? I'll just openly admit that right now. It's pretty impressive. And you, come on, you can't say it's not impressive, alright? To have a gaming social network shut down for 2 weeks, alright? And counting, by the way. I mean, that's impressive. So, from what I heard on Friday, Sony's in their last day of, they're in their last portion of actually, you know, fixing PSN and actually rewriting their security perimeters. They entered the last, you know, section of it. So it should be up relatively soon. I'm hoping this week, alright? If it's open this week, that'd be great. You can probably have the InFamous 2 beta be open for another week or a week and a half, because, I mean, it's a beta, you know? You want people to, beta is not a demo. A lot of people get confused. How do I get into the beta? Or how do I download the beta? You have to apply for betas, alright? Betas are not the same as demos. A beta is an early section. It's an alpha. It's the alpha code for a game, alright? It is not the final release. This is just a section of the game that has been released to a specific group or the public to be able to test out and get feedback, alright? And then basically what the developers do with this feedback is that they fix any glitches, any problems that people had, and listen to the feedback and to get what people's opinions are, so that basically they can fix it and have their game basically, you know, come out and be on top and have everyone, you know, be like, yeah, you know, this is how I think the game should be. Alright, a demo is a section, a portion from the actual game. Alright, it is not the final, it is the final game, but it is only a section of it. In betas, it is not the final product. It is just it's a test. You know, like I said, it's an alpha code. It's basically the test program for, you know, the game. All right, so that's why you're seeing glitches. That's why there's some bugs. That's why character's foot goes through the walls. That's why, you know, everyone was like, look at his leg in that video, and his leg was like, I don't know, freaking 24 feet long. You know, that's why it's like that, because it's a beta, it's not the final release, and they're gonna patch it up. All right, they know about that. So, in conclusion, InFamous 2, like I said, I mean, without PSN being up, this game just basically all you can do is create your own missions, and that's great and all, and that's fun, but it's just you can only do so much of that. I mean, you can only do so much of anything before it gets bored. All right, there are people like, you know, games like Call of Duty and stuff. There are people who are hardcore into that game and who could just play for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and just love it to death no matter what. And that's due to the prestige system and stuff, because they're still prestiging, they're still ranking up. And, you know, to be honest, I'm like not like that at all. I don't like to basically, when I pay $60 for a game, I want to get at least 15 plus hours of content, at least. Alright? So that's why, like a game like this with a campaign that I know is going to be 15 hours or more, because the first one was just as long as that. I mean, I know that even though this is going to be a campaign only, this is going to be one hell of a fun game. Alright? And I plan on doing the mission creator and the full game. There's definitely going to be videos on that. And then a lot of people ask me to do a playthrough of the game, which I am actually going to be doing anyway. I mean, basically, I get out of school June 3rd. Alright? So, I mean, I basically have that whole free summer of just doing whatever I want. Alright? And I'm not just going to be doing, okay, InFamous 2 no matter what, every single day, every single minute it's uploading, that's what I'm doing. No, I'm going to mix it in, alright? Who knows, there might be other beta events that are coming up. There might be other games I might do a playthrough of. I mean, I'm going to see what the feedback is like. Alright, so, I mean, with Brink coming out, and I just sent Portal 2 back today, with Brink coming out, I mean, a friend of mine told me that the game's campaign is both is going to be multiplayer, sort of like Mindjack. Oh, excuse me there. It's going to be multiplayer and co-op, its campaign. Which is actually, because I like to do multiplayer, you know, gameplay and stuff like that for all the games, I actually might do a full playthrough of that game. Here's hoping that the campaign's not that long. I mean, Brink's highly anticipated. I honestly don't know anything about the game. I mean, some people are telling me it's a first-person shooter mixed in with some parkour elements, which seems interesting. I mean, I've been watching some trailers and it looks pretty original, alright? But I just don't know about it. I have no idea what the game's about. I haven't read up anything on it, and, you know, that's that. I mean, don't worry, I think the game's going to be good, alright? I honestly think the game's going to be good, but I just, if it's multiplayer in the campaign, then I might do a full playthrough on that, alright? And that'll be fun to do. I mean, I think you guys will enjoy that, so... And then this will actually give me an opportunity to see what do you guys think of me doing playthroughs and stuff, because I honestly thought before, there's been times where I'm like, okay, maybe I'll not do reviews anymore and just do playthroughs, and there's lots of times where I think about that and ways to improve my channel and ways that people would want their content, because my reviews, I mean, my multiplayer gameplay is the most popular thing on my channel, alright, and that's, you know, just honestly, that is. So, I mean, I want to be able to have that grown, and actually a lot, you guys, you know, like my commentary and stuff, so, and which I can't really understand, to be honest, because I just blab out stuff. I don't really think I'm funny. I don't really think I'm that interesting of a person. I'm just here voicing my opinions on stuff, but I didn't know that you guys like enjoyed it. I don't know, you know, I mean, I hate to ask this, but what makes my commentary the most, basically what makes my commentary interesting? What do you guys like about it that, you know, Is it just like what I say? Is like my voice and stuff is just like, you know, interesting, and like what I talk about? Do you guys like my opinions? Do you guys just like my reactions to certain stuff? Because I mean, I just don't understand. I mean, I'm here just blabbing out stuff, you know, just talking, you know, just ranting here about this game and about InFamous 2, about, you know, the PlayStation Network and how much it sucks for Sucker Punch right now. But I mean, I don't know what makes my commentary interesting. I mean, look, I'm not even doing anything, but I bet more than half of you guys are watching, are just listening to my commentary right now. You don't even care what I'm doing in the game. I'm just doing nothing right here. So it really sucks for Sucker Punch that this beta event possibly is, you know, could just be a whole waste, which really sucks. And I hope, I swear, I hope that it does not come to this, but it might come to this, all right? But what if they delay InFamous 2? They might say, well, we want to have that beta event so you guys know what, you know, what you think, and what, you know, we want to know what you think. So we're going to delay InFamous 2 a month and you know, get back to you guys, and just, you know, that's that. That would kind of suck, because not only can you, I can understand that, you know, you want to get your beta out, you want to have people test it, you want to get people's opinions, but that's pretty fucked up. You know, you know, basically for them, you know, that they have to delay their game however long they want to delay it, because freaking Sony, or whoever the hacker is, the guy who got it, you know, who put Sony in this mess, is basically, you know, talking about. So lots of opinions flowing around. I remember actually when I did my video PlayStation 3 update 3.55, I remember that it was the first video. I was gonna look up information on the update and stuff. I couldn't find information on the software update. All right, and then I put my video out on YouTube. It was the first video ever containing the PlayStation 3, you know, update 3.55. A lot of people re-uploaded that video on their channel, and guess what? They freaking told me they freaking put the title "How to Jailbreak Your PS3 3.55 Software Update." And you wouldn't believe how many friends, how many comments, how many, you know, messages, friend requests, stuff like that I got saying, "How do you jailbreak a PS3?" You know, because I was stupid enough to actually put my gamer tag in there. And then a lot of people say, "Well, don't put your IP address in there, you idiots." All right, I know what the IP address does. I know they can trace it back to you. My freaking internet, my router has a one of those IP addresses where it switches everything around. So don't worry, my IP address is not the same as it was on that video at all. Alright, and that video was for demonstration purposes only. It wasn't even for, you know, for you guys to jailbreak a PS3. I was just showing you that, hey, this update's out and Sony hasn't released any information on it, and there's no videos on YouTube, so, you know, here's what the update does. And I was just looking around, and it did nothing. It was just like a minor security patch or something. But anyway, I mean, here I am ranting for about 23 minutes. Damn. I just want to get my opinion out there more than anything. I think it just sucks. I mean, if I was the editor or the the developer over at Sucker Punch, and frickin' PlayStation Network or Xbox Live was down for 2 weeks, and my beta event that was all planned, it was scheduled. The beta was supposed to be over on the 3rd. It was all planned out. Everything was gonna go perfect. I mean, if I was in Sucker Punch's position, I would just be at the same time angry and very disappointed at the same time. I'd actually be tapping on Sony's shoulders every single time, saying, "When are you gonna get up? We need to get that thing up." I mean, InFamous 2 is gonna be great no matter what. All right, it already has a huge a huge fan base based on the first game. All right, and the freaking phone. Hold on. Someone else answer this. Alright, one sec. Hello? Hey. Nothing. I think she is. She's fine. Nope. Yep. Yep. Alright. Bye. Shut the fuck up. Alright, so anyway, where was I? Yes, if I was a developer over at Sucker Punch, I would just be, again, tapping on Sony's shoulders, telling them to get this thing up as soon as possible, because they had the beta event all planned out. It started on the 19th, it ended on the 3rd. Alright, that was 2 weeks for us to test this thing out and give them their opinions. Alright? And now PlayStation Network has to go down, and guess what? I think about 50, maybe even 60% of all PlayStation, all the PlayStation users that actually went on here and applied and got their beta key, about 60% of those people, I guarantee you, cannot access this because of PlayStation Network, alright? Or because of this hacker that, caused PlayStation Network to go down. And I'm not saying, okay, it was stupid of them to shut down the whole network. If they're protecting my information by doing this, then go ahead, alright? Shut down the freaking thing. But at the same time, I mean, they just missed a very, very important last couple weeks. I mean, there was so much content and exclusive content over on PlayStation, over on the PlayStation console in the past couple weeks that really could have just got you guys a lot of attention. It could have got, a lot of developers' game sales and stuff like that. I mean, MotorStorm Apocalypse came out this week. I mean, there's a big multiplayer game. I mean, I tried the demo. I liked the demo. Well, the demo was okay, alright? It was like in between for me. It was between okay and good, but I feel very bad. Once again, I mean, there's 2 exclusive titles that came out in the past weeks. Not to mention the new Back to the Future downloadable game came out. Guess what? Can't access that. I mean, and over people at Naughty Dog, the Uncharted 2 is having their lab thing like every couple of weeks, and guess what? They had to delay that now. I mean, it's all screwed up. So PlayStation basically just lost a whole bunch of support by doing this. I mean, game developers are going to be thinking, okay, can I depend on this network? Can I trust them with extra, downloadable content, exclusive content? Do I know that they're going to be reliable? I mean, it's just a lot. There's going to be a lot of second guesses about having exclusive content released on PlayStation 3. And, coming up again, PlayStation 3 is having another exclusive big content, coming up, LA Noire, coming out on the 17th. That game has exclusive missions for PS3, and it's on 1 disc on the PS3. On the Xbox 360, it comes with 3 discs. So, a lot of people are going to go buy the PS3 version. I mean, I'm thinking about even changing my pre-order from LA Noire from the Xbox 360 version over to the PS3 version. Alright, because, there's just... there's I can't even talk right now, what the hell? The reason for doing that is because I don't want to have to swap out discs all the time, and I got an email here. I don't want to have to swap out discs all the time, especially if it's 3 discs, that's kind of a lot. Comment posted on InFamous 2 Beta Gameplay Part 30. I don't think you can change the day. You can change the day at the missions, I think, but that would kind of suck, but Gaming God 1017, I just want to know how to change, how to basically make it a black screen and then make myself be transported somewhere else, alright? The day can stay the same, alright? It's fine. Alright, so thanks for that. Xenosuke 14 sent you a message, yo. The artillery bolt does... Okay, wait, hold on. The artillery bolt does do something. It does more damage, and it has a longer range and arc. Oh, okay. Thanks for the information. I mean, so it's just like Sucker Punch can't do anything about this. This whole beta event can possibly be canceled, which means your code that you applied for back in February is no longer valid. And if you use it, guess what? You can't do anything with it. It's going to say, get the fuck out. The beta's over. That's basically what it's going to do. I mean, it just sucks. Sony lost a very important week, alright? So, that's my opinion on PlayStation Network and the whole, Sucker Punch beta thing and InFamous 2.